Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dirigo207 here with you guys. Happy June 4th. It's finally, well, allegedly it's summertime. I've yet to be convinced. It is currently 47 degrees outside and raining. A little ticked off about that. Little miffed, a little upset. Because just a few days ago it was 91 degrees. I think that was Friday. Thursday and Friday were scorches, and then Friday evening came along, the storms came in, and now we have this weird cold front. Actually, what is my forecast for the week looking like? Yeah, we're not looking at getting back into the 70s at all until the 11th. It's gonna be in the lower 70s, so we got to get through a good solid week worth of rain, which maybe we could use. My next day off's looking pretty decent, so I guess we'll take the small victories where we can get them, but yeah. Anyhow, we're here back in the Carrabassett. We're here looking at Eustace, Maine. Actually, that's the Bigelow range. And actually, I've done something that I don't believe I've shared with you guys yet. If Trains wants to load. Did a little bit of a lag there. Let me see what that's all about. Ooh, a little laggy. Why are we lagging? I think it's a little upset at OBS. So we might actually just exit out real quick, so just bear with me for a moment. We're just gonna restart Trains just to get it to be a little more cooperative. Gotta love it. Alright, here we go. Come back in. Hopefully it'll load a little better. If not, then we'll figure it out from here. Anyhow, just trying to enjoy what I can of my day off today. It's supposed to be at my brother's graduation, but it was canceled, and he's scheduled for tomorrow. I'm at work, so little ticked off today. I was hoping to see my little brother graduate high school. He's the last of us kids in the family to be in high school. He's the last one. Of course, I seen him through most of his journey, just about his whole journey. So was hoping to see him graduate, but guess I'm gonna have to miss it. So, such is life, I suppose. But maybe I can sneak down while I'm on my lunch break and. But anyhow, so I don't really know what you guys have seen since the last time. I know the last stream that we had. I think I was in the middle of building Kingfield. I think that was the last stream I did, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. What was the last stream I did? I mean, obviously it was number 62, but I can't remember exactly what I did. Because we did the big operating streams. You know, stream 13 through. It's 13.6 before Ethan redid the rail yard, so I don't think you guys have seen the new version of the rail yard. So yeah, because I did all my NASCAR streams and whatnot, did a Euro Truck stream. So yeah, stream number 62 looks like. Let me just go in real quick. Yeah, so it looks like I was in the middle of building in Kingfield. So, oh, here we go. Oh, I love this. Okay, that looks a lot better. I mean, of course, not everything's loaded in yet, but. on, you can load in. You can do it. So I'm going to zoom out while it's loading in. But something I did for you guys, you'll notice, you know, we have a lot of junction names. Let me see if I can't maybe get rid of those. Get rid of things that we don't need to see right now. Actually show the markers. But if you look here, you'll see things up here called Hedgehog Hill, Cranberry Peak, East Nubble, The Horns. I went through and named all the notable peaks, all the named mountain peaks on the Carrabassett. Well, at least in phase 1 right now. So you'll see things, you know, you'll get an idea of what's in your area. Little Bigelow Mountain, the actual Bigelow, Mount Bigelow is right here. You have The Horns, East Nubble, Cranberry Peak, Stony Brook Mountain, Crocker Mountain, which that one was pretty easy to name because it was already on the map. Sugarloaf is right here. Vose Mountain, Ira Mountain, Claybrook Mountain, Poplar Mountain, Little Poplar Mountain. Look at Little Bigelow up there. I think I went out here. Yep, I did Gilman Pond Hill, Brackett Hill, Freeman Ridge, Welcome Hill. Yeah, I don't think I went any further than that. Because I mean, there are a lot of mountains, a lot of named hills here. What else do we got? Just kind of taking you through. 'Cause, I don't know. It was something that I enjoyed doing. Just something simple. Bernard Mountain, Tea Mountain, Green Bush Mountain, Chase Pond Mountain. We got Bag Pond Mountain, Sisk Mountain, Indian Stream Mountain, which sits behind the paper mill. Snow Mountain, Mount Pisgah. Montaigne Papin, I think it is. I don't know how to say that particularly. You know, Louise Mountain. Mountains sit up on the borders, and then that was it. I don't really think there was any notable mountain names up here in Quebec, at least not that I could see. But tried to get them as close as I could to kind of give you an idea of what's going on through here. What else have I done? I did rehook up all the TRC signals through town here. So all the TRC is back to working. If the game just wants to load, that'd be like wonderful. Come on. You can do it. Anyhow, while the game still tries to load in, but all the crossings got rehooked up at least through here, so the crossings are actually activated and working. Yeah, I don't think Ethan really worked a whole lot on it because I sent it to him too late. I sent it back to Mal. He didn't really do anything with it. So, and Ethan's busy with some of his projects. So, I guess we're gonna come in here. Now, a couple things we could do is come up here on the secondary. I still have things to do on the secondary, particularly with some industry work. If the game just would really like to load, I would really, really appreciate that. Like, it is taking its sweet time to load. It's always pre-caching. Love that. Thank you. Jeez, So we could come through here and work a little bit on some of these industries that sit back here, get some detailing done. The other thing we could do is the actual town of Eustis needs some work. Or we could mosey ourselves back on down towards Kingfield and start getting Kingfield kind of finished up, which, imagine that, me finishing a scene. Which probably isn't a bad idea. Frick. Come on. Yeah, because I think I had some buildings along here to finish up. And then it was just some some adjacent buildings kind of along the way, and I think like a couple of houses here and such, and just getting the area detailed and filled in more or less. So I guess while we're down here, let's just go ahead and work on Kingfield today. Let's see, Kingfield, Maine. Pull up Google Earth so I can do the do. Okay. So we'll come in here. Alright, let's start over here in the actual town area itself and see what buildings I have left to do. So it looks like right off this corner, kind of in between this dirt lot, I suppose, I have about... So I did the 2 buildings here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a barn, 5, 6 parking lot, 7, 8. 8 buildings between High Street and the curve here on Main Street. I'm also going to turn off sounds, otherwise I'm lose my head. So it looks like here I got some houses to put in, and some very run-down houses at that. Okay, so we'll come in and get moseying on that. So we'll come up here, we'll go to house. Can't use any of the tomb houses because they're probably packed up in payware. Oh, and there's a bit of a hill here I got to work with. Great. I do love working with the terrain. I'll deal with that afterward. Let's just get this going first. It's not bad. I can use that somewhere. Of course, trying to find a house to use is a little bit of a nightmare, but I mean, that's certainly a building I could use. Is kind of steep, so let's because these buildings are all level with the road, so let's just bring this level out. Okay, let's not do that. Is this slope? Oh, you jerk, you do. And you upsetted me this way. Alright. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is take this all and bring it out. And hopefully it doesn't guff up the road too bad. Let's see. It did. That's upsetting. Bring it back some. Because the idea is to try to preserve the road the best I can. Don't want to mess with it too much, and that really didn't do anything in my opinion. Yeah, that didn't really do anything. Yep. Ah, I think I forgot. Yep, the secret. That still didn't really do anything. Road, you stay there. Nope, you stay there. I guess it's the only weird bit. Why is it? No. Knock it off. It's still weird, but it's not as weird, I suppose. Try to keep the road as best we can. There. That'll probably be about as good as it gets for now. So let's see what we can do in terms of houses. So actually this house is probably going to work the best. Kind of actually really fits what I'm looking for right here. So that will work out well. Nope, don't want to show the launcher window. What are we doing there? I did want to change the environmental settings real quick, just to go for a more afternoon look instead of late morning. So it's not kind of washed out so much. And we'll lower this building down. Everything's working appropriately. It is perfect. Oh, excuse me. Slept well last night, but I guess just tired still. But probably later we'll maybe do an operating session or something like that, or I don't know, see what you guys think. See what you guys think, see what you guys want. So like I said, I'm not doing anything. I think tomorrow I'm doing at like 11:45 or 11:15. I forget what time I'm supposed to be to work tomorrow. I'll have to look that up before I am doing, but excuse me for yawning so much. I guess the gray day is messing with me a little bit. Alright, I don't need to find the exact... Hello. Dave's snow house is out of scale. Story at 11. I know I said I'm not looking for the exact fit. Oh, this will fit much better. See, the only thing I'd change about this house is I wish it just didn't have the porch. I also wish this house wasn't floating like 9 miles into space. Hey, Trains fan, how's it going? Oh, actually, I appreciate that. I gotta like that. Hold on. I can't like that, but I liked that. I liked that comment. That was nice. So yeah, we'll probably just do it. We'll probably operate some trains later on. Do some Carrabassett ops. All right, we're just gonna. Oh, hey, calm down. No, calm yourself. Is that this fine? That is alright. These houses are like strangely close to the road. Don't really have a front yard. A lot of gravel in the way, so make sure to get that represented in some way, shape, or form. Hey, congratulations. My brother's supposed to graduate today, but it do be raining. Feel bad for the poor kid. It's like, high school has been nothing but a bear to him. Like, partway, or like, end of his freshman year? End of his freshman year, beginning all through his sophomore, and most of his junior year was COVID, so he got to deal with that. So he missed like most of his high school career and like the ever-changing world of high school. And it's like, finally things have been going okay, and you know, he's supposed to graduate today, and Maine just decides it's gonna rain for like a week and a fucking half. So it's like, cool, my little brother's just not gonna have a normal high school career at this point. Poor kid. So man, I'm a little salty. I have to miss it tomorrow, so I'm just a twee bit upset. It's like it hasn't rained for weeks, and now it's like, hey, your state wants some rain? Yeah, we could use some rain. Cool, we're gonna rain on all these days. Whoa, could you like maybe just spread that out? Okay, I'll rain on even more days. It's like, yeah, maybe like take some breaks in between? No, just rain. Oh. think maybe you should, you know, not rain every single day of the week. Maybe, like, you know, spread it out. But the weather don't want to listen to me. Probably should also take an allergy medicine when I go out into the Illinois Central. Let's see, so there's that house. Got a long house next with a big old barn. Let's see what we can't find. I know I have something like this somewhere. Ooh, 'tis a house. We'll put this house. How about that? This house looks very nice. Like I said, oddly, houses sit like right up on the road. In case you wanted to like see every single car that comes through town go by your house, you can live here. It's like a little barn next to it, or garage, or whatever you want to call that. The Stadler Gallery. It's like a little art museum, I suppose. Try it, barn. Oh man, I am just tired. This isn't good. Okay, not like a barn, but... Ah, well, hello from Sweden. Or, hello to you from Sweden. However you're supposed to phrase that. Kent Engdahl. I have a friend somewhere in Sweden. I forget where he lives. Mr. Beard is what I call him. Because I've been fairly embarrassed. I over-questioned myself. I'm like, oh yeah, his name is, and then I'm like, whoa, I forget his name. And I've like felt bad because like I don't want to ask him for his name because I'm like, I should already know your name, but my stupid brain, it took that information and it's like, oh, we need to make room for more like song lyrics that you'll never, you know, remember anyways. And it's like, hey, can I keep the name? Oh, it's gone. But big howdy to you over in Sweden. I also have a great best friend over in Norway. Over in Trondheim. Her name is Ingvild. She's freaking awesome. Alright, so we're not getting a barn there. We're just gonna be upset about that fact. This house doesn't get a barn. How about a garage? Oh, that's awkward. Well, it's a wonder I like that house, because I've already used it. See, like the building, I mean, it wouldn't look like this. It'd be like more the first floor with this roof without that, and then kind of a barn like this. I wonder if this guy, who made this asset? The Thaddeus Brown house is by Con 1786. So Con 1786. That'll come in handy for Skowhegan. This will also come in handy for Skowhegan. I know I've already used that. It's over... Oh, did I really use that twice? Jaden! Okay, so we're gonna just delete that, because it's gonna bother me otherwise. We're actually gonna use this as our blueprint to get this house at least a little lined up with where I want it to be. So this will be fine. Delete you. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Thanks. There we go. Alright, so that's fixed. But still doesn't help me out over here. The Mashal Preston house. That is a pretty nice house, but it's not what I want. That's also a nice house, but that's not what I want. The Fanny Blanchett house, not what I want. Conklin. You know what? You're getting this. I think it's gonna screw me over more because the terrain's a little wonky. There. Hi DRP, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. I can actually lower this down some because that is a wicked first step right there. There we go. Now you're not gonna like die after you walk off that step. So that'll be that going. At this point, I do still want to stick close to what is actually here, but trying to find the actual... This person's driveway goes around their whole house. That's smart. Interesting. Interesting concept. That's a nice little house, too. You know, I think I said that when I drove by it. Ugh, excuse me. Apparently just can't wake the F up. So this house is right about here. We can just go back to Hoos. Just letting you guys know that we will be doing a little operating session later. I already kind of have one that's underway, so we'll just go ahead and jump into that and fart around for a little while. And then later on, I'll probably do a NASCAR stream or two if you guys are interested in coming over for that. If not, no worries. I know it's kind of a completely different genre, a completely different style of streaming for me. So I don't take particular offense to those who decide not to show up. That would be great if you did. Alright, this will qualify as this person's house. If it fits, it ships. United States Postal Service. Oh. That's right, we're on a hill. Screw me, I guess. How are we gonna make this work?
This is why I switched to Shopify.
Oh. Really? We're gonna get an advertisement right in the middle of this? We're advertising on my channel now.
When I would try to make one little change and my entire site would go down. What are you waiting for? Start your free trial with Shopify today.
We already listened to this. Alright, so this is going to be a little interesting because how am I going to do this? This is the question. So this building sits a little more right over here. It is more level with the road. I guess the hill is greatly over-exaggerated between this road and this road. So, but I'll make it work, I guess, for now. So I guess we gotta come in and try to just level this out some. At least smooth it down to where this building can happily coexist. We could probably drop it down this point. Yeah, we could try that. Just bring it just a touch closer to the road. Technically speaking, there's a little wall that this house kind of sits on that I could somehow throw in here, but yeah, it'd be a little too difficult. So we're just gonna not for now. Also, I believe somebody else made a church structure with a little bit taller of a steeple. I just gotta find that real quick. Ah, yes. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but it might be a little bit better of a fit. I say as the back of the church is like floating halfway off the hill. Interesting. We got that fixed. Perfect. So that just gives a little more prominence of the church that sits here in town. Yeah, I like that. That's a lot better. Alright. Also kind of helps bring this road just up a little bit, which I'm going to drag out just a little more. Might have to play with the street just a touch, which I don't like doing, but Do be what it do be. There, try to work that the best of my ability. I think that will work. Plausibly, at least. So, I'm trying to spend too much time on it. I do think there are buildings around this corner on this side of the road that I'm missing. Yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3 buildings. Like right all through here that I need to kind of plop in some capacity. So we'll do that. There are more houses, so we'll just go ahead and grab a couple more buildings. It's not perfect, but it is all we can do at this point. But what are y'all's plans for the summer now that, no, again, allegedly it's summertime. I've yet to experience it for more than just a day. But yeah, what are y'all's plans for the summertime? It's a nice house. I gotta use that somewhere. In particular, nothing really planned for the summer. I'd like to take a road trip back out west at some point. Like to maybe run off to St. Louis again. Sorry, I saw a thought come through for a second. I was like, kind of got lost in it. There was a bird outside too, and very oddly spacey today. I feel like I just used that building. No, I have not. Hopefully not anywhere close. I don't see it on this road. It's right over here, but that's fine. Blends in just enough. Alright, so there's one. Actually, there is kind of a building on the corner. What is that? What are you? Tell me what you are. It's a little yellow building. It's a pharmacy. It's actually said it's right here. So let's move you down. We'll go farm. Alright, I guess we'll just do shop. Or how about store? I think it's more like a storefront. Kind of like like this building, but let me see. I'll think of it when it passes along. Way too big. But no, there's not much going on here this summer. You know, allegedly, I'm supposed to have a friend that I'm reconnecting with at some point. I don't know. I don't really care anymore at this point. If it happens, it happens. Cool. If not, it's fine. Just gonna be a lot of work. I started my first day at AAA on the road by myself yesterday. It was a little bit of a day. It was a long day. Very, very busy day. I really didn't get a chance to just slow down. Which is fine. I don't mind going, but it was a busy day. Did 14 calls yesterday. No, 14, 15? I think it was 14 or 15 calls yesterday, and what the fuck? Oh, that was the one I was thinking for Logan the other day. Small vehicle maintenance shop. I'll have to remind Logan about that, so just in case he's playing trains at all today. She might be, I don't know. See, I know the building I want, I just can't think of what the heck it is, or what it's called. But it's gonna bother me until I find it. It's gonna bother me until I find it. But at this point, I'm starting to get stuck and hung up on a building. I might just pop something down in the meantime. Yep, they're gonna get one of these. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but that is fine. It's supposed to be Western Maine Pharmacy, but you know what? It's good enough, gets the job done. Donuts are, you know, medicine, I suppose, if you want to look at them that way. Alright, so let's see now. So, perfect. So I just need one more building just right up along here, and that will constitute this side. So go back to house. Oh, Toby's all asleep. He's being a good boy. Not what I need. Also not what I need. Yeah, let's see, hold on. I think this guy had another building I could use. That is a pink house, Jesus. So that might work well over here. And I can just maybe rotate this over here. Maybe, no, it's gonna be in the hill. Yeah, it's gonna be in the hill. I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it really doesn't even matter. There's like one house that can go here, and I don't need it long as in lengthwise, I need it wide. I need it wide. Let's see. Come down to Dave Snow. Dave Snow's House Emporium. Screw it, this is the house now. Durr. This hill is absolutely just meh. And that is a describing word, by the way. Meh. Because that fucking dog. Alright. That's about as good as this area is going to get. A lot of trees that'll be through here. So yeah, it takes us all the way up to at least Main and School, which I already put that house in, so we are all set. So this, most of this area is done. I still have maybe 3 more buildings to place, at least between like here. So 3 more buildings, and then we can start maybe foliage work in town and maybe placing some textures or the base layer of textures in, and then kind of going from there. So, because what I want to do is I want to make the first pass of textures, then come back through and do kind of the second round and make the area more lively, I suppose you could say. Oh, my coaster stuck to my glass. So we'll get 3 more buildings in here. There's like a parking lot, it looks like, for some sort of business. The Scent Station, another old-looking building. Bath and body, jewelry, clothing, shoes. Hold on one second. Yes. Yep. Okay, sorry. Had to help my aunt with something. Trying to gather my bearings for a second. So let's see here. So yeah, it's like a parking lot, a gravel lot. Let me see. So from here to the parking lot, it's about 703 feet. And because I'm me, I have to measure it out. That building sits about here. Okay, so there's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so we'll grab another building, just another house of some kind. If I could find one that I like. Because I don't want to say a lot of these houses suck, it's just a lot of these houses aren't really buildings I want to be plopping in. Alright, so we'll use that one. I've used this building thousands of times. No, it's also facing the wrong way. Beautiful. There. A little better, I hope. I think, maybe. I you know, couldn't tell you at this point. Let me see. So yeah, that's fine. Then we need another building that can go here. I don't think this guy's gonna have anything that fits this time. but we'll get something close. I think, nope, that's how you spell that. Con 1786. I think one of his... Yeah, the Marshall Preston house might have to be a fill-in, so... Is this house like sunk or something like that, or what's its story? Nope, it is not. Okay, it's kind of weird. I don't really think there's a door. I'm like, there's no door. There is a door. I'm just an idiot. Alright, so... we will say this is the building for the Sen House. So it's just such a struggle with the building selection that we have to find anything relatively close to what I need and or want. But alas, we make do. So now I need to build a parking lot. Kind of just build it out. Oh, no, no, no. Not a very big parking lot, but it will have to do. So we'll grab some texture. That's a city dirt texture. Kind of like pavement. There we go. Alright, so there's the parking lot for that. And we just have 2 more houses here, and that's pretty much it. Let me see, just take some Dave Snow houses. I gotta go back and see if there are any more houses on the DLS that I could maybe download. House. I'll go looking later. Yeah, this house will do. That's a tiny home, holy hell. That is not gonna work. Sure, this will be fine. I know I've used it, but it's honestly such a generic looking home that I think we can get away with it just fine. Actually, it's right over there. Maybe we won't get away with it just fine. I don't mind reusing things over again, but I don't. It's a pet peeve of mine when it's like right next to each other. So you just see it over and over and over again, and it's like, that's fine if you want to spread it out. Otherwise, it just looks lazy, in my opinion. But like, you know, if that's your thing and that's what you do, then like, hey, that's cool. But again, to me, it looks lazy. Oh my, what in the world? Why does he keep doing that? Sweet. And last but not least, alright, and that is that. So let's now start looking at, let me see, there's like a little dirt path that comes off, like, here, and I can just kind of see it up in the doodad mathiger, whatever you want to call it, the terrain overlay. So we're going to grab that, try to place it in. Does something kind of like that a little bit, and then it, like, branches off this way or whatever. Then it also comes out this way. Yeah, it kind of starts branching out over here. Just like a slow turn, but I won't worry. Yeah. Only 'cause it'll bother me. So it comes out, and then it does like a weird little jaunt. Comes around. Just in here, looks like it's a big field. Looks like there is some sort of farm building. Wonder if I can see that from the road. Yep, looks like just some sort of building with a gate. Not really any fence in the way. What is this? Kingfield Gateway parking lot. I don't really know what this is, but it's a parking lot of some kind. Okay. then I kind of lose it from there. So it's, you know, from about here, I don't really know where it goes or what it does. It just kind of do. Alright, so let me see what I'm doing here. First off, that's a pretty big jump down, which I'm not entirely sure that's like that, but actually it is. Yeah, it just kind of does come down like that, so interesting. We'll kind of fix just a little bit. I do want to grade it out just a touch. Yeah, it comes like some sort of gravel lot here, and like I said, I really don't know what is going on over here, but or what the gateway parking lot is, but I guess we'll just kind of roll with it. Looking at it now, kind of a bigger field through here. It doesn't really look like it's anything for farming. At least I don't think. Yeah, maybe it is. I really don't know. I guess we're going to take some trees and plop them in for now and get this area kind of going a little bit. Let me find a decent selection. Oof, my neck is killing me. Let me see. Yeah, we'll take some of these trees here. Not on the grid. So, looking at it from the overhead, just plop a few more trees in. So it's thick above along the river. Oops, if I'm in the right selection at this point. So it's thick up along the river, which makes sense. You know, it's up along the river. You would kind of think there are more trees alongside there, although I don't really get any pines here. There are like 0 pines in this selection, and that's not good. I need to sprechen with some people about that, because there should be a ton of pines through here. And that's something I'm noticing, is that the selection's not terrible, but there needs to be a lot more pines. That's why we're called the Pine Tree State. Believe it or not. Yeah, I'm not seeing too many pines through here, so... just trying to look and see, because... Oh, look, a pine. They do exist. Let me kind of come look at town real quick. Actually, kind of looking around in Kingfield, there really aren't a lot of pines in town. There's a couple, but even just kind of looking at the street view, there really isn't a lot of pines in town. And I think that's probably due to the fact that when they started, you know, clearing out the town to place buildings and build and make a community, and this is actually something I need to remember from even Mikey, where I live in Maine, is that we had a lot of pines at one point. There were a lot of pines down here from the old trees that used to grow. But the problem is that this is kind of further back too. That's fine, it's close enough. There were a lot of pines in town, and a lot of pines in my area, and then we had a big fire come through. And when the fire cleared, a lot of those pines were no more, because a lot of the trees that were once choked out by the pines and weren't getting enough sunlight to grow were now able to start flourishing. And once they started flourishing, the pines couldn't compete, because all the other trees came in, so the pines didn't have room or space to grow. The pines did come back in some numbers, but not like it used to be. So that's probably what happened here, was that there was a lot of pines, and now they're all gone, because or at least in this area, when they started building. So maybe it's not too terribly unrealistic. So maybe I don't need to sprechen with anyone about it. Maybe a good job was done and I'm being a dick. A little close to that chimney. We're going to back that up. Why route building is just, I wouldn't say it's become a bore for me, but it is definitely dragging along. It has become a bit of a struggle as of late, admittedly. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but point being, it's become a bit of a struggle. And that's just by design, I suppose. It is very, very tedious work. You know, I've been busy also with getting settled at my new job, trying to learn and trying not to screw up, because now I'm working on people's cars, and ugh, I don't want to cost my company money if I don't have to. Like yesterday, I had a guy who, his car died at the repair shop, or I'm sorry, the gas station, and he popped the hood, and his battery was covered in battery acid, and it was all corroded. So he and some other people cleaned the battery off, and you know, I don't know if through I don't know. I don't know if through his cleaning he damaged the battery terminal itself or whatnot, but it was the original battery with the car. So this battery was like 8 or 9 years old. So he's had this battery a lot longer than he should have, because car batteries really are only good for 3 to 5 years. You should be replacing them, is what I've learned anyhow. So, you know, it's just like, I didn't notice it at first, but, you know, because there was so much battery acid still on the terminal that he didn't get, that once I removed the terminal, because he was like, I need a battery, I'm like, okay. And I pointed out, I said, your battery terminals are super corroded. I said, I don't know if that's something I'm going to be able to clean. I can try. I'm very worried about the state of your terminals. And he goes, yeah, no, that's I understand, you know, it's just, but I need a battery. I said, okay. So I replaced his battery for him. Well, I did notice that when I took the original battery out, or when I took the terminals off that battery, they were in poor state. One terminal was not even really connected to the car. Like, it was there, but the bolt to loosen it was seized, and it was just kind of sitting there on top. And I go, okay, that's not good. So, and the other terminal was like, there wasn't much left. There was not much left on that terminal. So it was having a hard time connecting to the car itself. So the car would like intermittently start. And so like I showed him, because like I got everything at least put back together. I went to go start the car and it would not start. So he tried it, and like the car would start intermittently though. And so I told him, like, you're gonna need to take this in and get these batteries terminals fixed, because this car is in such poor shape right now. Like, you got the battery and that, like, that half the equation is done, but your terminals are in such poor shape that I can't guarantee you your car is gonna continue to start. Like, I'm almost willing to put money on it that your car will not start, like, any further at this point. So he's like, I kind of figured. He's like, oh, how hard is that? I said, I don't really know. That's not something I'm familiar with. I'm sure you could YouTube it. And he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna do a DIY. I said, that's fine, but I'm just letting you know. And I documented it in the call that, you know, advise member of severe corrosion on terminals from prior cleaning. The only thing I forgot to do was take photos and document it. So, because you got to do a big action of a CYA, cover your ass, because, you know, especially the world we live in, everyone wants to sue everyone. So, you know, you gotta play the game. You gotta be careful. So, I think it was the only thing I really messed up on, was not taking photos of the damage that I discovered. I mean, like, those terminals were pretty darn corroded. But I mean, yesterday was a good day. It just, like I said, it was super busy. Super busy. Oh, wake up, Jaden. Now I guess we're going to place more trees up alongside the river. And actually, one thing I could do is just go ahead and plop them in. Because kind of same deal, it looks like it's a lot of just regular regular trees, not really any pines. Until we start getting outside of town, then even still, looks like just a lot of regular trees. So, guess we can go ahead and just plop them in. Now we delete. Alright, so it doesn't look like a lot of this is terribly wide. I mean, in some cases, like single tree length. And for the most part, it's about single to double tree width, so I don't need to make this super, super thick. So yeah, I can hack out a lot of these trees. There. Start lining the river with trees. I almost said trees with rivers. Lining whatever with whatever. Alright, now I think let's just come through with a base texture for now here in town. I think we're just going to come through with a pine hill grass. And we're just going to get base layer down. And we're going to start here on this block. And just kind of start getting just a texture in, just something. Start dressing up the town a little bit, so there's that. And we're done. Thanks for watching, guys. Gonna release the Carrabassett now for $30. We have a texture. Oh. This is my one texture a month that I put down. It's like my one industry a month that I build, but I haven't been able to build an industry lately. Although I could have built that industry today up in Eustis, Stratton Village. Alright, let's see here. This is the... What are you? So this is Sumner Street, Curve Street, Salem Road, and School Street. So Sumner, Curve, U and U. Salem and School. So and at some point I'm going to have to put road signs up because I will forget, seeing how close this is to the tracks. To which I have to build the Carrabassett Valley next. The actual town of. Alright, looking here. Oh, I'm going somewhere. I didn't know you could do that. So there's not a lot of trees. There's some trees, not a lot of trees though. Which pisses me off, because I just want to place a bunch of trees. Tree. Okay. That's sort of cat meow. Jesus. Oh yeah, there's a cat meowing. Okay. That was crazy. I'm like, what? Sounds like there's a cat not in distress, but not having a good time. See, I like this tree, but it also sits way too low. So it makes it hard to fill in things around it. Like, see, that's good. I like that. That's nice. like anyone has pines, so that's fine. No pines. Nobody gets pines. Pines are outlawed here. The pines are outlawed. So that is that for now. Let's get some additional textures through here, and then we can kind of come through later on and do like the actual like detailing. So trying just to get some textures together. There, that'll do for now. Maybe throw a little more of a variety through here. There. That should be half decent. I'll throw in these dead patches because why the hell not? Awesome. So that area is underway, more or less. Now what I want to do for now is come through and flesh out some of these intersections just a little bit. Like, that's a little painful. That's a little less painful. Alright, so let me see here. I just want to like kind of get some of the signage in just to kind of see what it looks like. So these will eventually get replaced. They're just here for now. This is basically just going to be for me to kind of come in and the only thing I hate is that there's some of these signs don't have the top bit, and I wish I could get rid of it, but it won't let me. So but it is what it is, I suppose. I'm not gonna throw too much of a fit. Maybe a small one. Maybe just a small one, but nothing huge. Alright, so we have a stop. Alright, and street sign. There, now I will never forget this, the name of this street. Oh yeah, so now you get the gist of what I'm going to be doing here, so... hopefully this will come through. Trying to think what else I can do that's gonna be quick and easy. How long have we been going for? Going for... Going for about 2 hours. A lot of it's just been tedious work. just trying to think off the top of my head real quick, which is a struggle. Just give me a second. Just trying to think what to do here. I'm also waiting for something to download and come in. Suppose we could take a little bit of this while we're waiting. Maybe just add some more textures up in the back here. Funny, you can see the terrain variation a little better when different textures are, or when I at least put a texture down. Oh yeah, I still need to come through here and build that up, so we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. But I think for now, because it's just a lot of tedious work, we can keep going if you guys want. We can jump in and run a train. Maybe do something a little different for now. Try and do these in small spurts and whatnot. So if you want to do something like that, we can. We can load up Calvon if you want. We can go off and do something else. Just because I don't want to burn out today. I don't want to do it because I know what's going to happen when I do. So I think actually we're just going to go in and run a train for a little bit. So. Go ahead and just take a quick break. I'll load back in and we'll get going with a little bit of an operating stream. So I will catch you guys in just a few moments. Be right back.